I got my notes here, but check this out. Don't ever think that a narcissistic person wants you to go away totally, 100%. They don't. They say things like, I don't want you. I don't need you. Nobody's going to want you. They don't mean those things. It's just to hurt you and see how much they can hurt you. See how much of an effect they have on you. But they say it. I said it a lot. I said a lot of bad things, a lot of negative things to women. Didn't even mean it. But when I saw that it hurt her, that gave me more power over her. And I will regret that for the rest of my life. I had to talk about this in therapy. I was afraid to talk about it in therapy. And my therapist was like, well, why did you do that? It's because I wanted them to feel like they weren't important to me, but I wanted to be important to them. So when I made a woman feel like she wasn't important to me, she would work harder at being important to me. And that would make me feel good. So that way I can just kind of push you away. So narcissistic people will always be involved in or have the mindset of a push-pull effect. Push you away, bring you back. And it's like they do certain things almost so to a point where it's kind of painful, but it doesn't hurt. It's enough to make you want to go, okay, I'll forgive Leon. And you do it over and over again. I know this for a fact. I did it for 30 plus years. And so when they tell you to go get away from me, I don't like you right now, and they don't mean it. They just don't know how to manage and regulate their emotions, which I had to learn in therapy because I was quick to say nasty things to women. Even some of the males that worked for me in the Navy, I was quick to say nasty things just to hurt them and make myself feel better, right? And so what happens is when they say, I don't want you, get away from me, it's a reminder of their childhood, of somebody that discarded them, somebody that left them behind, somebody that sent them off to an orphanage or foster care. And it was like, so they know how it feels to be pushed away and discarded. So they push away and discard you all, but they don't mean it, right? For you don't want your kids to lie at all. If your kids lie to you, a lot of y'all will punish your kids. You take the PS5, take the money, put them on punishment. But when I lie to you, when a narcissistic person lies to you, you don't do anything. Most times you might cry, and I'm not making fun of anybody, but when I lie to you, you switch it up. You cry, you beg and plead. When your boyfriend or girlfriend lies to you, you beg and plead, you want them to come back. You tell your girlfriends or your family, oh, Leon lied to me and he hurt my feelings. But as soon as your kids lie, you got all the power in the world to punish them. But you won't punish me. You won't punish a narcissistic person. And I'm not saying do this to punish people, but I'm just saying you got to look at how you treat people that don't love you as opposed to how you treat people that do love you, right? And so it's like when I lie, I get away with it. We might argue, you may say some things, but you never go away totally. You don't punish me. Because, when you punish me, when you punish a narcissistic person, they're going to punish you back. And you don't even want that smoke. So you just rather just like let them lie to you and get away with it when you know that they're lying. This is the thing. If your son or daughter was going through what you were going through, if they were being abused and brought back into the cycle and talked about and put down, what would you do? That's my question to you all, because I get this a lot. You all get abused, you get punished, you get cheated on, you get lied to, and you go right back into the cycle. What would you do if your son or daughter was in a relationship with a narcissistic person and they kept going back and back and back? What would you do? Could you tell them anything if you're doing the same thing? But in all of that, I like to say that if you want to get out of a narcissistic relationship or an abusive relationship, somebody that just keeps hoovering and sucking you back in, right? Don't make a promise to yourself that you're not going to go back. Making promises to yourself is not good enough. I would like to challenge you all to promise your son or your daughter, your mother, your father, your aunt, your uncle, your grandparents, somebody that you really, really, truly love and hate to let down, and say, hey, Mom, I thought about calling Leon today, but I told you I wasn't going to do it, so I didn't do it. Or Lisa, Greg, hey, Mom wants to talk to you all for a minute. Well, I was going to call Leon, but guess what? I didn't do it. This is day 2. I didn't do it. And be proud of yourself. Have your kids proud of you. If you can be honest to your kids and stick to it and let them know that you're going to, hey, I'm trying not to text or email Leon. I won't call him. I'm not going to sleep with him anymore. I'm not going to go over there. If you tell somebody, if they're old enough to understand, if you tell somebody people that you love, it could work. But a lot of y'all don't want to tell people these things because you're not strong enough at the time to not deal with Leon anymore. So what do? You go back into the cycle over and over and over again. And you are indirectly showing your kids that it's okay for somebody to abuse you. Think about that, please. Oh, you have a great day.